Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody is having a good day. I've had a great day. So, just wanted to come in today and talk about something pretty briefly. Um, if you're coming in, make sure you say hello. And if you're watching the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay. Always looking for feedback, so let me know what you think. Tonight, we're going to be talking about how to be attentive to your spouse. There's so many times that we are busy or in the middle of something and we're not giving our full attention to our spouses, right? Well, tonight, we're going to talk about 6 ways in which we can be attentive. And the biggest culprit, and I'm guilty of this, I admit it, I'm very guilty of this, is the phone, right? That phone could do any and everything. We could be on Facebook, we could be on Instagram, we could even play games on the phone, right? So the phone is one of the biggest culprits that we have when it comes to not paying attention to our spouses, right? So nothing says that I'm only half listening. It's like being on your phone when someone's trying to talk to you, right? You're on your phone, you're typing or looking up stuff, whatever you're doing, that is the biggest thing that we are doing that tells someone, okay, I'm listening, but I'm not really listening because I'm still looking on my phone, right? And we're just really need to make a conscious effort to put away the phone, put it down, put it away. And I had said previously, like when my husband and I have dinner, the phones are not at the kitchen table. Our phones are away from us. We're focusing on each other. We're having the conversation. So the phone could be the biggest issue that we have. And then, even if your partner isn't trying to talk to you, right? Isn't trying to talk to you, like if you're watching a movie or, you don't want to be sending messages even when you watch a movie, because if you're watching a movie together, that means that you're watching a movie together and that you're focusing on what's happening in the movie. You can even have conversations about what's going on, and when you're talking about the movie. So, and then also, I want you to understand that listening is more than just hearing. It's truly more than just hearing. It's body language, and I've talked about body language before as well, and how you nod your head when you're paying attention, how you're asking questions to clarify what they're saying to you, right? And showing that you're actually engaged in the conversation. So we want to make sure that we are paying attention to what's going on when our spouse is talking. And then asking questions is so crucial. Like if you're asking questions, you're showing that you're interested in what your partner is saying, what your spouse is saying to you. Because when you're asking questions, that means that you're carrying the conversation even further. So you wanna be aware of that as well. Also, I'm trying to see here. Yeah. Okay. Also, pay attention to what's going on with them. Sometimes there's just things going on with them, especially with COVID. You know, sometimes we're feeling uncomfortable. Sometimes incidents happen. Sometimes, like, what about road rage? Something could have happened on the road. Are we paying attention to how they're feeling, what their responses are to the conversations? And what about that person that they talk about on the job? Are you even aware that there is an issue with uh, a person that they could be having problems with on their job? So it's just all these little things that can make a difference, that allows them to know that you're paying attention to them by asking them, well, what happened to Joe this week? What is Joe doing at work this week? Or, if something's going on with the family, are you paying attention to what's going on with his or her family? There could be an issue, there could be an incident. Are you asking them about their family? So if they're having that conversation, you want to check in with them, to make sure that you're letting them know that you're involved, that you're paying attention, and that you care about them, right? And also, you should know what other things they want to do. You should, make sure that you're taking an active interest in the things that they're interested in, right? So so many things that we could be doing that could really help. The other thing is make a little routines, right? Talk on your lunch break. I have a friend that every morning her and her husband talk uh, early in the morning, right? He gets off work because he works nights. So, by the time she gets to work, their paths could have crossed or not crossed, right? So they have morning conversations with each other. And I think that's just great. They're checking in with each other. They're making sure that they're good, that whatever's been going on while they were apart, then they can have that quick discussion. So that's really important. And talk on your commute home as well. You could check in before you get home. Like my husband and I, if we're out and about, we'll call each other and we'll say, "Hey, babe, I'm here. Do you need me to stop and pick up something? Or I'm on my way home. What's going on with you?" So there's all different ways in which we could have these little routines that could make a difference when we are, talking to each other and we're staying connected. That's always a good way to stay connected with one another. And get into their interests. I don't like football. I could care less about football. But I know that my husband likes the Eagles, right? So when they're playing, I'm checking in with him and I'm asking him, how's it going? Are they winning? Did they win, babe? So even though that's not my interest, but I know it's his interest. So I am paying attention to what he's interested in. You might have a spouse that loves to read and you can ask them about their latest book, right? Or maybe you both are avid golfers and maybe you have friends that you golf with. So maybe, if you didn't go that day or even if you did go and y'all went and y'all golfed together, y'all can still have that conversation about how was the golf game, right? So all these interests that you can have, hobbies or whatever that you have, stay in tune with your partner about that. Make sure that they know that you care about their interests, that you care about what they're doing and how it makes them feel, right? Another piece to being attentive to your spouse is buy them gifts they love. Very important. That's part of like that love language that we talk about. But make sure you buy gifts that they love, right? If you know that your wife likes flowers, buy her flowers. But hey, if she's an avid tennis player, you could buy her a tennis racket or whatever. Buy her a cute tennis outfit, whatever that might be. You're buying something for them because you know that they like it, right? So that is what you want to do. You want to do something, you want to buy them something that you know they would appreciate, not just something that you want to give them, but something that they would appreciate. And so just try different things that you know that they like. And the other thing is pay attention to their bodies. Mm. Listen to their breathing and pay attention to their body movements when you guys are having a good time, right? And notice when they get a haircut. Y'all see, I just got my hair done, and my husband was like, "Oh, that looks really good." So he noticed. Of course, it was very obvious, but sometimes we are just oblivious to differences in what's going on with us. So when we are paying attention to each other's bodies, to whether we have a new outfit on or we changed our hair color. Like me, I went blonde, so I'm excited. So, it's just different things that we could do to make sure that we are paying attention. We could show concern, right? We could show, like, say, for instance, they might not feel well. You might have had a bad day, they just don't feel well and they're laying around. Are we paying attention to that? Are we showing concern? Are we asking them, is there anything that I can do for you? Because I noticed that you're a little off today or you're not feeling well. These are the things that we can do that show that we are paying attention to our spouses, and we want to do this on a consistent basis. We want to have a gentle and caring regard for whatever their mood and body language is speaking on. Right? We want to make sure that we're truly in tune with our spouse. And also, which is sometimes women joke about this, like men can't remember special events or special occasions, right? If it's something special that's going on with you, and there's no excuse, man or woman, no excuse to forget your anniversary. No excuse to forget birthdays. No excuse for special occasions. There's no excuse. You knew those dates. You knew those dates when you were dating, so you already knew their birthday, right? So you knew that date. And you know the date that you got married. So these types of things, no excuse, you guys. You should always know, someone's birthday or what your anniversary is. Because there are so many people like, oh, I forgot my anniversary. Oh my God, when did we get married? And I don't care how long you've been married. That's the one thing you have to remember is your wedding anniversary, right? And then you can put dates on your phone. Remember, we're trying to put our phones away, but when we have our phones, those dates can go in our phone and we could set an alarm. We could set a schedule to remind us of the special occasions that we have, right? We can remember the year, like their job anniversary. We had a lot of um, what do you call it? I can't think of what you call it, but I'm always like, especially on LinkedIn, it always tells you about someone's job anniversary, right? Um, so if you're on LinkedIn, it's going to automatically tell you about a job anniversary. So that makes it easy too. And, or they're, even when it comes to pets, right? What type of pet do you have? Does your pet need something? Your pet, I'm sorry. So the bottom line is you can master all these things. We can master all the six things that I mentioned. We can master them. We could make sure that we are really paying attention and we're implementing these six things that I mentioned to you today. And we can always have good communication skills. And I will continue to talk about communication because communication is one of those crucial things that we have to get down pat to have this great relationship. Because when you have great communication, you really are limiting the issues that you can have in your marriage. So we want to make sure that we are being there for our spouses, especially all the little things that we could do for our spouses. And that's the one thing that I can say about my husband and I. We do a lot of little things, letting our spouses, letting each other know that we care about them, that we are aware of them, and that we need to do things to pay attention. And it's all about paying attention. So I hope that these little pointers helped you guys tonight about, how to be attentive to your spouse. And there's all different things that you can even come up with on how you can be attentive to your spouse, right? So just wanted to share that little bit of tidbit for you. And like I mentioned before, I'm creating a course. It's going to be a 6-week course for married couples. And it's going to incorporate a lot of the things that I discuss in here that's really going to help you to enhance your marriage. I would love to have a conversation with you. I would love to talk about what you want in that course because I don't want to assume because each couple has different needs. So I want to get some of your pointers on what you really want in the course. So I would love to have a conversation with you. You can DM me, and I did put here that we could have a quick 15-minute call. Uh, and even if there's some issue that you're personally having, I'm always available to have a conversation. And I just want you to be aware of that as well. So if you have any suggestions or tips for me or what you want me to go live about, please let me know. But as usual, I have enjoyed this. I look forward to the next time I go live. So enjoy, you guys. Have a good one.